So this is the Alpine A110 GT. But before we get into the review and why I'm doing this review, I want to give a massive thank you to Alpine in Cardiff. They've loaned me this car today because the whole purpose of this review is to showcase that actually you can be disabled and you can still have a car like this if you can afford one and you think that you can manage with one. Honestly, I'd get one. So let's get into the review. So as I said, this is the Alpine A110 GT. As you can see, we're inside the car. The reason for that is because it's a sports car, my chair doesn't actually fit in either the front boot or the boot in the back. Reason for that is because it's tiny. I don't even think that my wheels will get in the front or the back, because you can remove them. But if you was to have a car like this, and I didn't have a passenger with me today, I could have actually put my chair on the passenger seat. If I was able to do that, or you're able to do that, and you do want a car like this, you could actually push the seat back like this, because I think my seat's as far back as I can go. No, actually it's not. So there we go. As you can see, there's quite a lot of room, and because it's still quite close to the floor, it's very low down, it's actually really easy to sort of put it across. And that's not something I can normally do, but in this car I probably could, because I'm lower down, lower down to the chair to lift it. So you could probably lift it over, like I said, or if you was a passenger, then okay, if you were in a wheelchair and you wanted a car like this, maybe it wouldn't work. But I mean, if you was a passenger and you wanted a car like this and you had, say, a set of crutches, then maybe this could work. But anyway, let's get into the review. Now, as you will see, this is the interior. It's very sports car-like. This is something that I've come across on car programs on the TV before. I've never reviewed a car like this. So this is the steering wheel. It's a very basic steering wheel. So we've got a horn, we've got a sport button here, which I'll bring you to that in a second. It does have cruise control, and then this just cancels and resets the cruise control. We've got paddle shifts up here, which again we'll come to them in a minute and why they are there and they're that big with this sport button here. On the back of the steering wheel here, I don't know if you can see them, is your typical Renault volume up and down for you to connect your phone. But then I want to show you the digital dash. So as you can see, that is currently basic, but I'm going to click the sport button and you'll see, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but you'll see that it changes the display slightly, and it also opens up the exhaust a bit more. But if we hold sport, it then turns into track mode, which then turns off the traction control and other bits. And I've got to be honest, I'm fascinated by it. I love the noise. So I'm going to then bring you over to the infotainment system. It does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's also got radio, Bluetooth for your standard. It's also got a reversing camera, can you believe? And parking sensors on the front. We then got climate control. Now, you know, this is not dual climate control, but it's climate control, which is great. Then it's actually got start stop as well, which is a good thing. You can turn the traction control off yourself or put it on. You got your hazard light switches, and they're this simple really. This is to unlock the door. Push it down to lock the door, and then down again to unlock the door. So then I'm going to bring you down to the gear selector. So this is the gear selector. It's as simple as that. You press each one for it to select that gear, or as you can see, it doesn't have park. But if you come to a stop and you want to put it in park, you literally hold N for neutral until this red light goes around it. Then we've got electric windows. Then I'm going to move the phone out the way. Then we've got a start button. I will show you me using that in a minute, and the first noise that you'll hear when you start the car. We've got an electronic handbrake, and then we do also have your cruise control and your speed limiter. So yeah, it's got a bit of everything, and I like this carbon fibre sort of finish by here. We've got, how many drinks holders? We got 2 drinks holders, and we've also got a 12-volt socket. So I mean, you know, it does have quite a few things. But the one thing I will also mention is down under here, which I'm not quite sure if you can see, This is number 45 of 110. So this is a limited edition one, I'm guessing. So it really does have a lot in it for what it is, but at the same time very, very minimal as well. So we're going to go for a drive, a very short one, because we haven't got this car for very long. We've only got this for a day today, because as you can imagine, a lot of people want to use it, want to try it. So we'll go for the drive, and then when I come to the end, I have driven this car today from Cardiff back to my hometown in the South Wales Valleys, which is around about 25 mile, and then I'm going to drive from here back down to Cardiff, and yeah, I'll cover the ratings when I get back to Cardiff. Right, now I'm going to put my foot on the brake to start it. So, foot on the brake, and then click this bright red, orange, whatever colour you want to call it, I think it's orange. So I just got to Alpine in Cardiff, and what a car, what a car. I haven't driven a car like this ever, not ever. I've driven some cars, but nothing like this. So that does bring me to my ratings. And now, accessibility, okay, because it is quite low down, I'm going to score it a 2. But I mean, I did get in, yeah, to be fair. Practicality, I'm going to score it a 3, because technically, like I said to you earlier, if I didn't have a passenger, then I could have had someone to put my chair on the passenger seat, or someone could have lifted my chair over. Then comfort, I'm actually going to score it a 4, because for a sports car, it's really, really comfortable. And performance is got to be a 5, just for the noise alone, to be honest. And the fuel economy, honestly, it's brilliant. I've averaged around 30.5 miles per gallon, which is brilliant. So that does bring me to the end of my video. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.